Hello everyone, Cambear Run here, and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena deck. This is Izzet Dragons. So, the idea being that we use big dragons to get our way, and in the meantime hold off our opponent with a lot of removal, Dragonkin Berserker, and a continually buffed Sprite Dragon. So, we have Terror of the Peaks, which is going to be our mainstay. So we drop Terror of the Peaks, and then we keep dropping dragons using Dragonkin Berserker, and we either pick off our opponent, or we pick off our opponent's creatures. We do have only 2 copies of Goldspan Dragon. I do not have any more copies, but if we can get one of the Goldspan Dragons on the field, it would also massively help our cause. To that end, to draw through 2, and we also have Lock Dragon, and we have Into the Royal to reset our opponent as well. We've got Royal Eruption and Fire Prophecy as our removal, with the ability to counter our opponent using Sword Coming, or we can bounce our opponent with Brazen Borrowers, Petty Theft ability. We also have Gust of Wind to return stuff to our opponent's hand. Because a lot of, obviously, the dragons are flying, we will be able to cast this for 2 less. So we have a lot of disruption, removal, and just basically annoy our opponent until we can take over the game with big, powerful dragons. So we're going to... I've been testing this deck. It does actually seem to do quite well, but we are going to stick to play queue for now, and then if we do really well after 2 or 3 games, we'll do another 2 in ranked, and we'll see how we get on. It may be that you will see me, if I ever get around to doing it again, streaming this deck in ranked. I say that a lot. I am going to try and get back into streaming. I'm trying to work around now my uploads between this new job that I'm at, because I tend to shift from going early morning shifts into late afternoon shifts. But enough about that, let's just get on into the games.
This hand is fine. So what we'll do is we'll play a Dragonkin Berserker and just try and do stuff until we can get either Goldspan or Terror of the Peaks. Play a Lava Guide first. Island, Dragonkin, yada yada yada. Gilet Juan Constitution... What? I'm not entirely sure what that means. I don't speak French. Do you need a 3rd land now? Nope. I'm just going to combat here. Pop. And turn. Yep, my opponent's running Snow deck. Looks like. There's the land I need. So we'll end the turn. And then we'll see what our opponent does. We got Into the Royal in case they play anything huge. Just so we're going to annoy them. I'll take a Sora coming off the top if I can just, like... Once they get something huge, I can just counter that and then just drive them crazy. Do you need a 2nd red? I've just realised. Yeah, they've just had enough. I didn't even need to do anything. They've just straight had enough because I've just countered, removed, bounced, removed, and just they don't want to play that. They don't want to play this. I don't blame them actually. Like the other key way we win the game, besides playing huge dragons, is to just annoy our opponent into conceding. We managed to do that for a first game, so we'll just go on straight on to the next one. Yeah, this hand's fine. We just play cards until we can just annoy our opponent and then just drop Goldspan Dragon on them. I've literally just come out of a game. My opponent, I foretold like 2 Sword Comings in a row, and I think my opponent had a straight up anxiety attack and they just scooped. They just thought, nope, I'm not dealing with this today. I think I have accidentally created a deck that, like, effectively I can just bully my opponent by just screwing them over consistently. There's a lot of removal, there's bounce spells, there's counters, and I think it gets on top of them eventually. There we go. See, it's never a good sign when you see Izzet and then not playing anything. Pass turn. I'm assuming this would be like mono white angels or some shit. God, remember when you're actually allowed to play Magic? Oh, jeez. Well, the thing is, I'm not drawing any mana, but then I just basically don't need to. So... Although I think my opponent isn't playing any mana as well. So this... So put back one of the Roiler options. Then we actually get him for some damage with Brazen Borer. Oi! You can fly over there, that's fine. Perfect. Oh me, oh my. Yeah, they're basically done at this point. So yeah, we eventually just be able to just drop enough power on the board that it completely screws them. If they'd have tried to play anything else to gain life, we would have just countered with Sora coming, so... Basically, we win. So on to the next game. Oh, come on. That's not... Like, I could risk it to say that I can play Dragonkin Berserker and then Foretell, but there's no guarantee that I get the mana I need. Do I risk it? You're not gonna I'm allowed one shit hand. So, you know, let's just play this hand and see what happens. We can play Dragonkin Berserker, we can Foretell. Excuse me, Jesus. That chocolate bar's not going down well.
Earth Miletus. Oh, hey, look at that. So we're going to pass. Resolve here. Okay. Do it. Equip the wall with Shadow Spear. Do it. It'll be funny. Why I chose to do that, I don't know. I think I just wanted it off the board. So Dragon King Berserker on the field. I can play Lock Dragon next turn. Just to discard a card and draw a card. Not entirely sure I'm going to do this one. I might just have to take a hit from Shadow Spear. No, I don't have... For fuck's sake. Why you stop them getting any more damage? So a Lock Dragon here. It's annoying they got rid of the pacifism, actually. I'm gonna try and bounce it, I will. Is it? Seriously? Is this... Is literally the only thing that his deck is just... Hang on. What I pay that? There we go. That was weird. So, yeah, that's fine. I really do need to start getting some removal though. If he pulls out another pacifist, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. I really wish he'd stop holding it up for Crawling Barons. So, he's holding it up for something, but I don't know what. So we play Brazen Borrower here. We'll use the Effect Terror of the Peace, take out the Speaker of the Heavens. There we go. That deals with that. Son of a bitch. That was annoying. Right as I'm on the cusp of doing something awesome. I'm massively ahead in mana. So, swings and roundabouts. He's got something holed up in his hand, though, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think he's... Yep, he's kind of running out of options now, because I'm so far ahead in mana that even if he wipes board, I can play Lock Dragon next turn, get rid of whatever's in my hand, get something better. I think he just basically kind of couldn't handle it in the end. I don't know whether he massively had the advantage. I think he was just lucky to draw his board wipe when he did. But I think I can outlast him in the end. So, anyway, we should move on to the next game. Yeah, we got the land, we got the Royal Eruption. We just need to draw into more, like, spells. That's the only thing. We are doing this in ranked, so I think this deck is good enough to be in ranked. So, we'll keep this. Hopefully, they won't get off to too quick a curve. So, we'll have to see how we do. Alright. Perfect. If I do need to get rid of some land later on, I can get rid of some land later on. Don't really mind. I can force the discard here. I think I will. But I should have done that actually on his turn. And I think, yeah, I fucked up by not playing the bloody thing. Okay, so we might have to take some hits, and then... Yeah, I really should have done that on his turn. With Fire Prophecy and use that to draw a card. Yeah, I think this is going to be a Mardu equipment deck. And he's got basically the one card he needs right off the bat. So use Fire Prophecy here. I'm going to have to clear out that land there. Force the replay there. Then we'll just drop Terror of the Peaks and YOLO mode it. I had to really try and minimize the damage. Drawing way too much land here. Yeah, he's basically drawing the cards to look for a removal so he can deal with the Terror of the Peaks. Things like if he plays Winota here, he's a bit dumb. Because if he plays it here, I'm just going to drop Goldspan Dragon. That works. There we go. Deal 5. I think he's probably realised what kind of deck this is. Boom. Yep. I can basically finish him next turn. Was this a mod? Is this a Mardu party deck? Well, I hate to crash your party, buddy, but I think you might be a bit fucking complete knackered here. Okay. Yeah, I think you're a bit shafted, mate. Oh, I could have killed him in one go, couldn't I? Yeah. I could have just killed him using Terror of the Peaks, but I wanted to get the attack in. Yeah, that's how good this deck can be. I literally was just able to hold him off, take over the game, and just win with big dragons. So, yeah, there we go. I would certainly recommend playing this deck, but we'll talk about more about that in the outro. Okay, so I'm going to end up I might end up titling this video, Camber Forgets What a Tempo Deck is Supposed to Do. It turns out this deck is actually really good because there's a lot of removal and bounce spells and counters that hold up your opponent until you can drop big dragons, like Goldspan Dragon, like Terror of the Peaks. I never did get to use Dragonkin Berserker's ability to be able to create 5/5 red dragons and just use that off Terror of the Peaks. I do hope to be able to do that. I keep saying I want to stream, and I will definitely, add this to the many decks I say I will play on stream. Because this deck is really good. The only thing I would possibly change is replace something with Lock Dragon. I did want to use Lock Dragon for the sake of getting card draw, so you can draw through any stuff that you don't need and stuff that you do. But I think this deck definitely works. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. How do you get the fucking thing so you can... Okay, yeah, well, I'm definitely changing the name to Izzet Tempo Dragons, because this is actually a really good tempo deck. You can effectively hold up your opponent with a removal and bounce spells, and then just take over the game with big dragons. So yeah, this deck definitely works. I would definitely recommend trying it out. I very rarely do this. I'm going to end up leaving a link to MTG Goldfish where I will have built the deck, if you want to try it out. So yeah, this is really, really good. And I've actually surprised myself. I do this sometimes. I end up waffling on a bit now, but sometimes I end up getting an idea in my head thinking, oh, this won't work in practice. And then I build it, and it's really, really good. Like with my Rakdos Rogues deck, like we saw with the Gruul Waking the Trolls deck, which was fucking crazy, because you just dominated with Terror of the Peaks and Beanstalk Giant. But yeah, definitely try it out. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more, you can always subscribe. I've been Cambear Run, and thank you for watching.